Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. If this video has found you, there's a message or messages here for you. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. These spirit animals are showing up to give you practical guidance and wisdom as to how you can remove abundance blocks. Remember that abundance is not just money. The literal definition of abundance is a very large quantity of something. So you could be wanting an abundance of peace, of love, clarity, of provision, and of course, an abundance of money. Some general ways that we block our abundance. Being ungrateful is the number one way that we block abundance from coming into our life. Having secret haters in your life, people that don't really support you, this will definitely block your money. Frivolous or impulsive spending and living above your means. The belief that you have to work for money instead of money working for you is also a block to abundance. So pause the video if you need more time to meditate on which spirit animal or spirit animals have messages for you. Otherwise, the timestamps are in the description box below. Let's begin. Reading number 1, for those of you who chose the crow. Crow spirit shows up when either magic is being done to block your abundance or you need to do some magic to remove money blocks. I don't really feel like this is energy coming from somebody else though. I feel like this is a lot of subconscious energy. Like I'm picking up on a lot of disappointment when it comes to abundance and manifesting money specifically. There's a strong message here, again, that you need to work on your subconscious programming when it comes to abundance and money. Perhaps you're only comfortable when you're broke, meaning this is what you know. So subconsciously you create situations where you'll spend all of the money that comes in because you're only familiar with not having money, if that makes sense. For some of you, maybe you've lost your job or a source of income. Crow is also showing up with a message that some of you are spreading yourselves way too thin. Maybe you have multiple jobs, or you're working a job that you absolutely hate, or you're working some really hellish hours, and no matter how much you work, you don't seem to have enough money for what it is that you want and need to do. Maybe some of you are living above your means. Perhaps you're not being clear with the universe about what it is that you want. Or again, I'm picking up on this subconscious blocks energy that you need to clear up when it comes to money and abundance. So ask yourself this question or these questions. Do you feel like you deserve abundance? Yes, you want it. You want this amount of money. You want this peace. You want this love, whatever. But do you feel like you deserve it? What you want and what you think you deserve are often very different, okay? Crow also brings in a message of integrity. So to whom much is given, much is required. I'm hearing that you need to work on your root chakra. Maybe you think you're working hard, but you're really not. Or perhaps you don't have the foundations needed to bring in the money that you want, to bring in the abundance that you want. And again, I'm still picking up on this subconscious energy, some limiting beliefs or some fears about having money, right? Maybe you don't believe you're supposed to have money. Maybe on some level you feel like it's evil, or again, you don't deserve it. So what are your limiting beliefs when it comes to money? Maybe you always feel like you have to work for money, and that's not true. Money should work for you. Do you always feel like there's never enough? Or is money the one thing keeping you from achieving your goals or the life that you want? So in other words, yes, money can buy you happiness. When people say it can't, that's absolute bullshit, okay? Because I can remember when I was broke as a joke, and now I'm in a position where I have money. Trust me, I'm much happier now, okay? But anyways, I'm also hearing that you need to trust your intuition when it comes to financial matters. Your spirit team, I'm hearing they want to work closely with you in regards to your daily expenses, your daily financial affairs. So this means that you need to ask for guidance whenever you're spending money. I don't care if it's $1. Spirit, help me. Help me at this very minute level. Help me to spend my money properly. They want you to rely on them for support, for guidance, and provision. So for some of you, if you did experience some sort of financial reversal, Spirit says it was actually a blessing in disguise because you were doing way too much. For some of you, your ideal profession is being a creative of some sort. You need to do work that you're passionate about at the very least, something that inspires you and encourages you and others. Whatever you were doing, you wouldn't have been able to keep up with it or maintain it or continue to do it. It wasn't sustainable, I'm hearing. But it's your subconscious programming and thinking that created those situations. And it's also creating the blocks. So you need to really work on yourself when it comes to your money beliefs. You may be a person who feels like you need to do everything yourself. You need to figure it all out. And you don't trust God. Maybe you say you do, but you really don't. And this job or income loss may have been the only way that Spirit could get your attention so that you could totally rely on them for support, so that you could see it can be done. And I'm hearing you weren't on the right path anyway. I'm also hearing that you need to have faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you need to believe in the power and the abundance of the universe, not what you can physically do, because that's limited. Believe in yourself, but believe in Spirit more. Believe that Spirit can make a way out of no way. What Spirit is saying is that they want you to stretch your faith instead of stretching yourself. All right? So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Reading number 2, those of you who chose Goldfish. This reading might resonate more with entrepreneurs or business owners. So if you're neither of those, this may not be your reading, but who knows, right? Goldfish represents abundance, but also represents hardships and obstacles, sometimes from other people. Maybe some folks have tried to block your abundance, but whatever they try to do, you've persevered and you will continue to. I feel some of you, maybe you've been in survival mode for a long time, and it's time for you to shift your mindset to one of abundance if you want to bring more abundance in. You've already proven to yourself and other people that you can survive and thrive in any situation. For some of you, you are really good at what you do. Your business is thriving. You've been grinding for a while. I'm hearing that you're very successful. You really had to get it out of the mud. I'm hearing that, you didn't have a whole lot of support. Things weren't handed to you. A lot of people didn't believe in you, but you were able to succeed and persevere anyway. You're able to adapt to change. And this in and of itself guarantees abundance. Okay. Another message is that some of you may be having some financial issues because you're people pleasers. Maybe you are a successful business owner or entrepreneur and you have some codependent people around you, always got their hand out, or people expect you to help them because, you've got it. And that's just not what it is. I'm also hearing that some of these people that you help out financially would not do the same for you. They wouldn't inconvenience themselves for you. They wouldn't help you. And I think you know this on some level, and this makes you very, very sad. But you're the one that's participating in this. If they're asking you for something and you know that they're not, going to be there for you like that, or they don't deserve it, or they're just trying to use you, you need to learn how to say no, okay? So that's going to resonate with some of you, not all of you. But for some of you, the opposite is true. You don't trust anyone to help you, so you try to do everything yourself. Again, this survival mode, right? But what I'm hearing is that people consider you very lucky. You've been in some very tricky financial situations, I'm hearing, in your business, in your life, and you've come out of them to the shock and amazement of others. You've even shocked and amazed yourself. So, these people that are watching you and wondering how you're doing it and stuff, they have no idea what you've been through. They could not do a day in your shoes, I'm hearing. But, you know, overall business and maybe life has been unpredictable for you, but you've impressed even your haters with your strength and your perseverance. So keep going, okay? Some of you, people have deliberately tried to block your abundance and it didn't work and it never will. Whatever you've gone through, whatever anybody has tried to throw at you, to shake your confidence and your self-belief, it has never worked. Whatever has happened in your business, in your life, you've always believed in yourself, believed in your talents, believed in your product, believed in your service, okay? Nothing has ever shaken that. For some of you, I hear that you have a strong Jupiter or Venus placement, so you're gonna always have money or access to money or abundance. But on the flip side, sometimes goldfish people don't use their discernment and they allow the wrong people in their life. And these people use them, opportunistic people, right? So just be mindful of that. Make sure anybody that you collaborate with in business is on the same level and vibe as you. Do your research. Make sure that they don't have any hidden agendas or motives. And Tiger's Eye is great for protecting you in business with people that have hidden motives or even evil eye, right? Evil eye protection. Now, on the flip side of this, there's a message that some of you need people in your life in order for you to manifest this next level of abundance. So you need to take a risk and allow other people to help you. You cannot do it all by yourself. I'm hearing that this next level that you're going to need people. You're going to need a team for some of you. And the right people will show up if that's the intention that you put out. But you need these people I'm hearing to help keep you accountable too. I feel like you don't want to admit this, but it's the truth. And not allowing other people to help you is a form of self-sabotage, especially if these people have the knowledge, the tools, the accesses to resources that you don't. You have to be honest with yourself, okay? No man is an island. We all need people. And I'm hearing that your business is expanding, your ideas are expanding, and you're going to get busier and you're going to need this help. So don't miss out on money because of your trust issues. All right? So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Reading number 3, those of you who chose Sparrow. Sparrow brings a message of embracing a simpler life. This is about saving money by reducing your expenses. You need to declutter, I'm hearing. You need to start selling stuff or giving away things that you don't use. I'm also hearing that some of you have an issue with impulse spending and buying something more than once because you're disorganized. So you definitely need to declutter your cabinets, your refrigerator, your closets, and get rid of the things that you're not using. I'm also hearing that some of you might be on a debt-free journey, or that's something that you might want to explore. Maybe a no-buy year or a low-buy year. And there's lots of videos on YouTube as to how to properly do that. There is a process and a technique to doing a no-buy or a low-buy year. So if that resonates with you, do some research. But there's an overall message here of more sustainable living, mindfulness, maybe even embracing minimalism, okay? Some of you, I'm hearing, you're looking to either buy a house in the future, or maybe you're starting a family, or you could already be in the process of doing these things. And maybe these are the reasons you are wanting to watch your finances more, or you need to watch your finances more. Spirit says that you need to be very meticulous when it comes to tracking your spending. Give every dollar a job, I'm hearing. Maybe you need to use some kind of financial system like the envelope system or some other sort of expense tracking method that works for you. But I'm also hearing that you need to look into spending money on more experiences and not things. Maybe you're kind of, a little bit of a hoarder, or, you see something, you want it, you buy it, right? That impulse type of thing. You see something on TikTok, or you see that Amazon's having a Prime Day or whatever, and now you just feel like you have to buy something. Spirit says you need to have more self-control when it comes to stuff like that. But also being more resourceful, okay? Spending more of your time and less of your dimes. So start making things, right? Start repairing things instead of throwing them out. Like if you get a hole in your pants, sew it up, right? Or start cooking from home, cooking at home more, cooking from scratch more. But this is also about being more appreciative and grateful for not only what you already have, but for what you can do, your talents, your skills, your abilities, right? Your resourcefulness. I personally like to watch a lot of YouTube videos about people that live in the tundra or lived in the 1800s, just because they had to figure a lot of things out. They had to be very resourceful. They had to use what they had. And I just find that very fascinating, like how some of us can't even, go a day without a latte, or, we have these 7, 8, 9, 10 step skincare routines. So it's just fascinating to me to compare the two time eras and, the ways that people live and what they feel like they can't live without. But anyways, being more resourceful, okay? Doing your part in the manifestation process too. That's what I'm hearing. And your part is to be more mindful with your spending, right? If you're trying to remove the blocks to your abundance, I'm hearing that you already have the abundance. It's just that you're not organized with it, right? You're frivolous. You're not being mindful of what you already have. Personal integrity is what I'm hearing. Saving the amount of money that you say you're going to save, no matter what, not touching it. Meal planning is another thing I'm hearing you need to do. Using what you have, becoming a pantry chef, right? What's a pantry chef? That's another kind of like low-buy method that people use. Instead of looking up recipes to cook, you actually go to your pantry and make recipes based on what you already have. If that makes sense. You don't go and look up new recipes and buy a bunch of ingredients. You figure out what you already have and you make recipes based on that. That's what I like to do. But delayed gratification is another message I'm hearing, to not be so tempted to buy things because you feel like it, or you feel like you've got to have it, that impulse spending. And being mindful of your financial plan, letting that be a very strong why for you. Spirit will bless what you have. That's what I'm hearing. They'll bless what you have and expand it. But you need to think about the future you and what you want for yourself and for your family and pay it forward. All right? So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.